guys and girls, welcome back to the HighDef show. Here for another tune chill. This time I thought we'd do something like basically taking the concept of a real car and try and recreate it in automation and then drive it in BeamNG and see if we can get the specs, sort of like the performance specs, to match up, like 0 to 60 in quarter mile time. So we're starting out with something not massively crazy, but something pretty cool. I think it's going to be the Subaru Impreza STi from 2004 with the EJ257 motor for the North American market, which had almost the most power. I think it's 300 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. So to do this, I thought I would go through the whole build process of a car in automation and write down a list of everything that would be worth researching about the car that I'm trying to recreate. So I put down this list here, which I'll show you, and basically I just spent the last 2 or 3 hours researching on all sorts of websites, trying to get all the information together so that we can make the most sort of accurate recreation we can. Given that it's still only a game, there'll be some parts that might not match up, but we shall see. That's all part of the fun. So 2004 release, so I'll give 2002, so just, you know, for the gap in engineering time. It's not going to be that long for a car they've been producing for a long time. Now we've just got to hope there's a body type that's going to be suitable really for this kind of application, a sedan, family car, straight rally car. So it's going to have to be, see, we're right down in the early 90s now. Didn't really want to, I suppose it doesn't matter too much. There's just nothing up here that's very sedan-like, you know, like a standard sort of family car shape. This might be okay. Doesn't look particularly aggressive though. And the wheelbase is right. What wheelbase have I got here? Yeah, 2.5 meter wheelbase. That's quite suitable. It just looks a bit cheesy. Okay. Well, looks like it's going to be this one then. Sadly. Right, so we've got some material data here. It's a I think it's aluminium panels, monocoque chassis type, galvanized steel chassis, I believe, and it's front longitudinal, and now it has McPherson strut front suspension and double rear wishbone, rear double wishbone even. I guess that was for the rallying, so it can land those big jumps with such a big rear end. Now this is going to be, we'll sort of enact as if we are a fairly successful company like Subaru, so I'm going to put around 5 quality on everything, just for their, you know, their tech pool, just to give it that much extra little boost. If it will make much difference, I'm not entirely sure, but one will hope. So it's a flat 4 aluminium block, double overhead cam 4 valve, and the bore stroke I shall put in now. Again, this is the EJ257. Is it really that big? Wow, that's a lot of bore. And 79 on the dot. 4 stroke. So it gives us 2.5 almost. And yes, it's aluminium head. I don't think it has that. It's VVT though. I think it's a cast iron crank, forged, definitely forged conrods and pistons. It's actually aluminium alloy pistons, but I guess forged is as good as that in translation to this game. So give a bit of quality again for the internals. So the compression for this particular model is 8.2, so running turbo. We'll adjust the cam profile to suit. VVT, was that on the intake or was it on all cams? I think it's it's on the cams. Yeah, it is. And again, 5 quality. So turbocharger, sort of a performance. That's what it's going to be doing. We have a target boost level of 14.5 psi. Don't actually have any turbo size specs actually. That's one thing I didn't research. So it's a multi-point fuel injection per cylinder, and I'll give it a performance intake since it's did have some gumph telling about how it's got a really good intake. And we're running it on 95, even though this one is projected for the American market, so it's run on 91. I'm going to be running this on 95 because I'm English and I want to bring it to England. Is it moaning about quality? Oh, engine bay is quite full. Yeah, it's a big one. Okay, so it's single exhaust. I don't have a diameter, but we'll tune that as well. It's going to be... I wish you could be a bit more precise with the... See, that's jumped up from 69 to 76. I want to go to like 72. That'd be nice. So it does have a high flow cap, straight through and straight through exhaust. Extra 5 there. Okay, already looking okay. So let's go back and tune into the fuel. Let's go there and bring the RPM up to 8.4. A bit too much, 8.2. It's looking okay. Let's bring up turbine size and the compressor size, so we get to around 300 horsepower, but our peak horsepower should be at 6,000 RPM if we're going to replicate the real deal here. So we may need to play around with certain things like for quite a while. So I'm going to keep playing around here and try and bring this power level up and back to here. Okay, well I noticed that this is wanting to put a twin turbo on. Not sure what that was then, whether that was a bug or not. Let's see if it's actually, yeah, it's put twin turbos on. Okay, so this is going to have to be a twin turbo Scooby build. I did believe they did one of those. That means the turbos are going to be a lot smaller. About right, and to go from there. Okay, that's looking a bit closer. We're still a bit high up in our peak power there, but to get us this amount of power, near on 300 horsepower, I had to get the ignition timing right up to the max if I was to keep the compression rating that the car is supposed to be having. Oh, there we can get a little bit more power, get to our 300, but it's 1000 RPM too high compared. Not quite sure what that is, but I will just check something. Yep, I do have the ball on the stroke the right way round. It's not narrow bore and really long stroke or something, although it wouldn't be able to rev like this, no way. Okay, so that's the engine pretty much there. I think I'm going to leave it, even though it's got a little bit higher peak power. I'm quite happy with where that sits. In fact, I'm just going to play with the turbo a bit more. Oh yeah, now I've got them spooling up a bit quicker because they're smaller. Much more of an even power band. And we're not sacrificing power, we're actually gaining a bit more power now. They do look tiny. But it's only a 2.5 and there's 2 turbos, so they're only turboing 1.25 litres each. So yeah, that's pretty good. Not too shabby. Bump that up just a bit more to there. Okay, 302 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. Well, can't have everything. Can we get a bit more out of this? (309 horsepower). Well, I think we should try and keep it at 300. There we go. On the money. Exhaust is good. And a quick rev. Let's just take the cylinder walls and the block out. Yep, that sounds like a Scooby. Nice. Okay, yeah, happy with that. Let's continue. Oh yeah, forgot about this. So it's a sedan. So have we got a sedan? Yes. Oh dear. Well, can't have it looking as well as spec'd as you want, so we'll have to live with it. Surely make it look a little bit more sporty, maybe? No, maybe not. Oh, this bulge in the middle here. It's killing it. Oh. My. Oh. Oh, goodness. It's hideous. It will do. We'll make it look nice somehow. Okay. Let's try and make this thing look like we want it to. Wow, this is looking like a Chinese cereal box toy copy of an Impreza or something. Oh, this body selection. Got to make it work. Okay, so here it is so far, body wise. Don't pay attention to the little wheels, we'll obviously be changing those. But yeah, I'm pretty happy enough before I, you know, puke my own guts up. That this will have to do. Hey ho, it's not that bad. Got to be a bit different, hasn't it, somehow? Bring on more body types though, I say. So, this is a longitudinal all-wheel drive transmission. Right, so manual gearbox, 6-speed. Come back and sort that out after. We have, now it's viscous centre diff, geared end diffs, front and rear diffs. So we're good to go for geared, and it's 65 splits. 64. Our quality end. We miss a bit of quality here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So the radial tyres, obviously, medium compound, and they are 225 and 17. Let's do that first. So they are 225, 45, 17 all around. There we go. 225, 45 are 17s. Looks kind of right. Could do with some more arch though. Okay, looks about right. Don't touch too much there. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I keep thinking Hyundai every time I look at it. Anyway, so they will have alloy rims. There we go. Correct. Oh no, he wants a bit more trim, a bit more arch. Okay. Still good, still good. So brakes. I think they're actually solid. They're grooved discs, so not technically vented. They're 4 piston, 322mm. That's ridiculous. I'll put 320s, and it's solid 2 piston in the back at 318 or something, or 315s on it. That's insane. Don't think this body type's going to be as heavy as an Impreza would be, so we'll fiddle about with this afterwards. quality in. It's got a semi-clad under tray. I'm not going to worry about these things. I'll come back and tune this afterwards. So it is a 5-seater, definitely just a standard interior, and it has a standard CD, which basically is 6 CD changer. So does that? Yeah, that's going to be standard CD, I think. Quality 5. Okay, so we've got variable hydraulic power steering. I couldn't see any traction control for this car on any of the specs I looked at, so we're just going ABS because it definitely has good ABS. And I guess go standard 90s safety, but we'll leave that at 0 quality. Right, so this is one thing I did struggle a little bit to decipher as to what it has. They just look like springs. They had some nice dampers, so we'll go semi-active dampers and passive sway bars. Yeah, it has a 22mm sway bar front and rear. Right, so let's tune for normal and see what the problems are here. So this can go way up to about there. So we drop into the last gear as overdrive. Spacing here, probably lengthen it to 40 miles an hour in first to get rid of some of that wheel spin. Maybe 45. Yeah, it's basically no wheel spin now. And right, leave that, leave all of that. Now it brakes way too much power, so we can take out the pad type, bring that down nicely, a little bit more on the rear. Now our sportiness brake fade is going crazy, so we might have to put the pad type back up. Really want to do if we can help it. Yeah, something's definitely killing our scores somewhere, so it's probably all the high quality actually, to be honest. That front lip I put on isn't doing anything. Adding some rear downforce to the equation, don't want too much. Let's see what the warnings are about. It doesn't like the power split. That's hurting us quite a bit. Yeah, just one click out. Yeah, now it's happy. Yeah, it's saying you've got too high brake force, but we're also getting brake fade. So just like that's the opposite ends of the spectrum. Maybe we have to go up to vented. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, that's fine. It's got good brakes. Okay, so let's have a look at the markets, and yeah, not so good. Let's take a look at detailed stats and see what's lowering everything. So drivability, it's not looking too bad. Not a very good circle test, but they never are. Gearbox, yeah, manual, tough. Tyres, sportiness, we have got a fairly high sportiness score there. 40 isn't anything to shake a stick at. It's moaning about little things. Yeah, can't do anything really about those kind of things there. There's a slight off-road score of 10. Yeah, I'm not really sure what anyone would want me to do about that. Unless there's obviously things I don't know that I'm not incorporating properly. Okay, well, I'm going to test and tune this till I can get it as fast as possible. so our first time is 2 minutes 20 around the automation track, and just while we're here we can actually compare some of the stats, at least to the automation specs on performance. So what have I got down here? 0 to 60, so we've got 4.6 to 0 to 60 and 4.9 to 62, so that's about bang on. So quarter mile time 13.27, quarter mile time 13.2. It doesn't tell us at what speed, what trap speed, but I got 103 miles an hour down for the Scooby. So that's looking pretty bang on. Quite happy with that. So I'm going to tune a little bit more, see if I can peel some of the more of this time off. Okay, so we've knocked half a second off of our overall time, not very much, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with where the tune is now. Still not scoring very high in anything, which is typical, but it's probably because it's quite expensive, so it's probably down to the quality choices. Let's just back off some of these and see what they think then. I like the interior, nice and high-tech. They always like more power steering and driving aids quality. Not sure if that's a bug or not. Yeah, they can all afford it a lot easier now. Let's check the markets now. Still looking pretty bleak. Not really a lot telling me where we're going wrong here. What's this? Off-road. We don't want off-road. Yeah, it's not a lot to indicate where we're going wrong. Although I've just got to know what to look at. It's probably to do with prices and things. Not that we're selling this. But yeah, I don't want to dwell around too much more. I feel I've tuned it best it can be. I should remember that time. 219.48. And let's give it a name. Okay, so it's going to be the Galway RR Turbo, because that's the first thing that popped in my head. I won't bother naming the engine. Okay, let's say for good luck and export. There she is. Yeah, not one of my best works, but I just want to get it out there and test her out. Let's export it. Before we do drive it, I'll just check some of the dimensional specs against the real counterpart, such as width and wheelbase and weight. So I have a weight of 1370 and the real thing is 1470, so we're 100 kilograms lighter. Wheelbase 2.5, the real thing's 2.525, and width, where's the width? Don't have a width. Strange. Not that big a deal, but yeah, that's as close as I think I can get it, given the year and tech and whatnot. I think that should be a fairly close counterpart. So yeah, let's go and have a play with it. Okay, well here it is. Yeah, I know it's a bit of an abomination considering what we're going for. It's like I took a Hyundai accent and turned it into an Evo. Yeah, but yeah, again, it's the best we could do, and it's come out alright, I think. My use of vents is awful and all this boring space here. Yeah, I got some work to do on my car building skills, but I think we did okay. So yeah, let's take it for a little cruise and see what she's like. That certainly sounds like a Scooby. Yes, I do like the Subarus, but I do like the Evos, the Lancers as well. Nice bit of boost. Yep, 300 horsepower is always good fun. Handle's quite nice as well. Glad we brought that low end back in with the turbo, making the turbine and compressor housing smaller. Otherwise this would be a lag fest, but it's fairly punchy down low. Definitely the benefit of being a 2.5 rather than the 2 litre WRX version. Got it, I think. It's actually pretty nice, besides the looks. Oh, understeer. Yeah, well, I've heard they do that, so yeah, really enjoying this. Very stable, decent amount of power, but not too much. Bit of understeer, just a bit expected though, I guess. Fairly sizable gear change time, but it's no racing clutch, that's for sure. So yeah, I think we should maybe go on to our next test. But can't stop ripping this thing. Chuck it off the cliff. Whoa, that's a big hit. Showing about the J-beam. Okay, so we're back at Hirochi Raceway, medium race circuit, as we did for the previous episode. Obviously not going to be pushing as fast a lap time with this thing though. issue. I think we'll use our other camera view here because it's a bit easier to drive fast with a fixed camera view for me with a steering wheel pedals. There. Remember to get on the pedal earlier there. Little on this. So glad we didn't put traction control on this. Miles more fun this way. Oh dear. Squirrely when you're pushing it. A bit slow out of there. Still fun. That corner's always a pain. Fast one now. Slow through that bit. Yeah, let it down a little bit there. Faster. Oh, not if I change gear too early. Still was, yeah, 1.2 seconds quicker than the one before. 126.4. Yeah, it's quite quick. Definitely good fun. But yeah, it likes to drift, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's do some traffic driving, I think. We won't go to Tennessee, we'll go to somewhere a bit smaller because this car's not going to need that kind of range. Okay, so let's go for a little drive. Just realised I haven't put a rear window wiper onto this car. I haven't actually done it with any of my cars. I've done a few of the front windows, but never mind. So yeah, let's take our vehicle out for a drive. I've got 3 other automation cars driving round. Did have 4, but the frames were a bit low, so went down to 3 cars. 4 including myself. This camera's not doing it for me. There we go. Oh, there's another one of us. Try and follow this hypercar. Just for a laugh. Stalk this guy for a bit. Around in circles. Oh no. Go on, who left? Yeah, onto the highway. Let's go and play. Oh, bash me wheel. No puncher though. No chance. Brake checking AI. That was silly. Screw this guy, let's get out of here. Oh no, oh no! Oh! Whoops. Yeah, didn't like that. So that's all-wheel drive being a pain. It's just as handy as it is dangerous sometimes, all-wheel drive. If you don't know what you're doing, like me. got a little body roll, that's for sure. But she goes well. Absorbing all the bumps that the super and hypercars tend to struggle with. Uh-oh. There's some bumps for you. Whack. Wowzer. Okay, well, that's pretty good on the road when you keep it on the road. So let's do, I think, 2 more tests. We won't hang around too long. We're going to go to the automation chest track for the last 2, but I want to do the off-road track before we do the actual automation challenge, just to see how it goes. Okay, let's get dirty. I'm going to try the chase cam with this. Don't know how we'll get on. Got medium compound tyres on, so these probably aren't going to be the best for off-roading. Oh no, not at all. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this thing wants to rally. Oh my goodness. Lots of abuse. Bogged down a bit there. I was about to say the gear ratios are really good, and they are. Just got to remember to keep the revs high as well if you want to slide. Oh dear, not again. Oh, yeah, it likes to chuck me out that side. Oh, we'll have one more go around here. This is great fun. This is definitely a rally capable car. Cool. Big clutch drop there. Right, keep it in the middle. Oh, that's so hard. I'm so bumpy for that. And he's off. It's fine, we're fine. absolutely all over the place. And into, oh, clipped through the sign. That would have been a great ending crash. Yeah, oh wow, that's great fun on the dirt there. But let's get to the important test and put it round the automation race circuit to see if we can beat the time of 2 minutes 19:48, I believe it was. Yes. Might be a challenge. Okay, here we are. I'm not going to faff around with the camera constantly, so we'll go from this view for a test run. Only a tiny lift there, I don't even think that was necessary. Just testing the water. Okay, so 2:26 is a practice time. Yeah, we can beat that. Better there. Bit better there as well. Oh, I hit the limiter, ruined it. Too bad. It was better, but not perfect. Thought I was going to hit it then on the left-hand side. turn round. Do it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that was so close. So 219.48 and we got 220.26, so that's pretty darn close. Quite happy with that. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this tune and chill with the Galway RR Turbo based on the Subaru Impreza STi 2004 model with a 2.5 litre. I would be happy if you guys want to suggest other vehicles for me to reenact, for me to try and gather as much data on and reenact in automation and then drive around in BeamNG and put them to the test. Feel free, as long as it's somewhat possible with automation to make something like that, then yeah, I'm happy to give it a go. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I will hopefully see you in the next HighDef show. See you later.